Hi there, and welcome to the Real Estate Joint Venture Club. I'm here to share with you about what our club does. I'm here to share with you what the gaps between you and real estate success might actually be. Please, let's continue, and I'll do my best to make this as short as possible for you. First of all, if you're a know-it-all in the real estate business or in any business, this presentation is not for you. Please go somewhere else, as here in this group, we know that it takes a group of people to have success. We work together towards that process. So if you're a know-it-all and you think something other than working together, this is not your presentation. If you are the kind of person that wants to work with a group of people and is interested, then let's continue on. Here's some housekeeping. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much. Please write down all your questions. We have question and answer at the end of the process when you speak to me in person. You can also go and check out the Real Estate Joint Venture Club, the boot camp book. We also have a special offer, and we're going to be talking about who I am. Actually, let's go into that right now. What you're going to notice is that I'm just a normal human being, just like you, and I have information that you probably want to know about. And so this is where I've come from and how come I'm speaking with you like this today. My family has always shown me by example that if you want something more in life, it's important to go out and actually work for it. So very early on in my life, my family decided that they would become caretakers of residential properties, and they would get the benefit of having free rent, because raising a family in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, as you well know, it takes money. So innovation and a little extra money part-time was the way the family went. And so I got immersed in this industry, and my family actually is still in the industry and working happily in that industry. From there, as I was growing up, I decided that I would go and basically start a business. I had a consulting business, and I was just learning. I'd spent quite a bit of money on it, and I was just beginning, and I went and I took advantage of one of the government programs at the time, and I got financing. And I went and I was able to build a business plan, and from that business plan I was able to actually double my business and have success, which allowed me to move into real estate. There's a lot of stuff in between that, though. I wasn't prepared for my wish of having success be met, in the sense that there was a lot of gaps in between success that I wasn't aware of. So what I decided to do is that, as much as this course was great and I had a successful business, I was going to continue with my learning curve, and I decided to get employment in the same industry as my parents, and I did that, and quite successfully. I was offered a full-time position and decided that the entrepreneurship and the understanding of how was more important than the job. Next, I decided that I wanted to learn about banking and how the money system works. And so I decided that the best way for me to learn is when I get paid. I pay attention. I enjoy being paid. I find it enjoyable to make money. I really, truly enjoy the process. So I worked at the bank, and I moved up in the levels, and I excelled at whatever I put my mind to, of course, as we all do. Next, what I did is I decided to start looking into joint ventures with a buddy of mine, and started to wrap my mind around joint ventures. The consulting business was a very different business, the consulting business, than it is moving into the business of business, where there's marketing and sales. So I ended up moving into marketing and sales through a colleague of mine and a joint venture partner. And I basically, at that point, started to understand what I was already doing in my business and have a little more strategy and tactics along the way. I managed through that business and through all the different stuff that I was doing. I believe I was working 3 jobs at that one time as an entrepreneur. I saw that people have the luxury of working 35 hours a week. Wow, that is fantastic. I know that running and managing a business, you can get to that for sure. You can make a lot of money like that. Definitely, with the entire goal of owning real estate is to make the most amount of money in the least amount of time. That is a reality in real estate. My approach has been like the tortoise and the hare, though. Very slow and steady. Let's get it done. Let's make sure it's done right. And along the way, I have to say that without the advisors and the professionals, I tell you, there are, through this series, I'm going to share information with you that most likely no one else would share. So let's just continue. When I purchased my first property in 2006, I did that as a joint venture. I then took that first property in 2007, refinanced it, and bought another property through joint venture. Then what I ended up doing is doing a bunch more joint ventures, and we ended up doing some flips, and we ended up building some properties out, and there's a whole bunch of different projects that I was joint ventured on. And these are the two projects that we ended up holding and keeping. So next, what I want to ask you is, what brings you into the real estate business? Now, on that sheet, on that the download that I gave you, you're going to be able to see the questions that we're going to be going through and be sharing some insights with you and so on. So take that, print it out, and start writing. So what brings you into the real estate business? The answer is pretty much the same for everybody. It's the same for me, as it is the same for you. I wanted to have more time to do the things I want to do when I want to do it. Of course, with responsibility. I wanted to make more money. Having the idea of a cap on my head of what I'm valued or what I'm worth just was ridiculous. It's like saying that you are limited. There's a limited supply of this or that, when we know that really this nature has been made in an unlimited way, and it's we human beings that can actually share. Next, of course, my passion. Well, my passion, obviously, is sharing information that you may not know. Next, what brings you into the real estate business is definitely going to be your passion in making more money. It's definitely going to be controlling your own time, and definitely going to be wanting for you to be your own boss. The idea is to set systems so that your business will work. And what we have here is we have just a little introduction, and hopefully this introduction will allow you to move forward in our process. So ask yourself, do you want to be a passive investor or an active investor? Or do you want to be a business builder and an entrepreneur? I recommend being all of them, of course. So, business similarities. Well, of course, in all the businesses, in every business we have goals. We have defined goals. We have standard operating procedures, policies and procedures, and we have systems. Everyone we work with, all the professionals we work with, have these. In this series, we will explore that. Next, where do you want to be in the next 5 years? What is it that you would like to have accomplished? All the leaders in goal setting and time management and all these guys, they always say, write your goals down. Write them down. There's research that has been done that less than 10% of businesses have a marketing plan or a business plan, a succession plan, or an exit strategy. Have you written your goals down? Where are you at with them? It's important to write them down, to look at them on a daily basis. I do. Where do you want your business to be in the next 5 years? Obviously, if you're interested in real estate, you want to grow your real estate business. You want to find more properties. You want to flip properties. You want to create a real estate portfolio. You want to increase your RSPs and your non-real estate investments. You want to maximize your taxes. You want to do more joint ventures. And obviously, you want to become part of a private investor network. That's what I want. I want all of this in the next 5 years. So let's take a look. What are the gaps between us, you, myself, and everyone listening to this and success in real estate? Well, what I've found in the many interviews that I've done, and I've started doing this kind of business back now since the year I really started getting back involved, real business, let's say in the year 2000. 2001 approximately. That's when it really happened. It was all education before that. So it's not bad. So in all of the people that I've sat down with and had the opportunity to have them share some wisdom with me, I was able to listen, I found out that a lot of people's goals are in their head. They have poor time management. They have lack of systems, lack of strategic thinking. I mean, especially when it comes to banks and contracts and so on. Not understanding the numbers or analyzing deals, not understanding the sales process, or how basically it works the realtor or lawyer. Or they have ineffective marketing, or the people you're working with don't really know how listings actually work, or sales actually work, or lack of effective prospecting or networking, joint ventures, educating your buyers and sellers, on leveraging your contact base, not knowing how to educate. That's what this whole system is created for you, this JV club, so that you can take this and educate people with you. We can all do it together. Lack of added value initiatives, so marketing yourself effectively and motivating the people around you. What about losing motivation? That is a definite gap between us and Success. How about not recognizing that we own a company, a sales and marketing company, which basically means education and communication. Any kind of education, any kind of communication, whatever we say on a daily basis, if we're doing it with another human being, the way we say it, the how we say it, matters in this business as well. Next. You don't know where to find deals. You don't know how to qualify deals. Maybe you don't know how to package the deals. Or what about lack of negotiating skills? Or you don't know how to write up a deal, not understand how the numbers work, or don't know how to talk to a realtor, or don't know how to sell for sale by owner, or you don't know the real estate process, or you have ineffective project or property management skills, or you don't know how the bank works, or you don't know how the broker channel works, or the bank, or even the mortgage process. You don't know how to work with appraisers, or maybe even lawyers. This is a lot to know in a business. Best to work with a bunch of people that are on the process of knowing it along with you and showing you the how-to. What about don't know creative financing, don't know the renovation process? What about hiring and firing? What about building effective teams, or effective team management, or how to build a buyer's list, or how to build a joint venture list, or how to stage a property? Or maybe you're lacking capital and financing. Regardless, this right here is just an introduction. And as you sign up on the next page, or you get in contact with me in some way, I'm going to be going through what the secrets are to you bridging this gap between you and Success. And that is in the next series, when you get on the other side. When you get on the other side, what we're going to be showing with you, and as these series progress and as you listen to this, I'm going to be showing you how you can get 1 year paid membership in the JV Club. I'm going to show you how you can get free in-person meetings. I'm going to show you how to get your financing binder done and how the process of a deal works. I'm going to basically share with you information, webinars, business building tips and tools for any business, really. And I'm going to give some 3 to 6 hour training webinars by invitation only, Team 5 mastermind groups. I'm looking to put teams together to buy properties. I'm going to walk you through a deal. As you walk through this deal, guess what? You're going to know how to do it again. I actually have a deal that I'm going to be showing you. Not right now, though. What we're going to do is I'm preparing you guys to see this deal in just a couple of moments. But here, let's go through it again. You got 1 year membership. A couple of hours with me to point out opportunities that you may have missed. In-person, free monthly meetings. Get together with me. Financing binder documentation, how the process works. Information webinars, 3 to 6 hour training webinars. All of this is online. By invitation only, Team 5 mastermind groups. Most importantly, we do deals. You have access to a network of people who want to do deals, and this is a place to start. Start here. So where do I sign up? You sign up right there on the JV Club website, www.realestatejvclub.com. Remember to get your bootcamp booklet. On the next page, we're going to be going through all the secrets of how to bridge this gap in building not only your business as an entrepreneur in any business, but also specifically your real estate business, and how we can build a joint venture business and buy a deal together. Thanks so much for your time. I look forward to seeing you on the other side.